The Dietzen Building at 621 Market Street is located on the north side of downtown Chattanooga near the Tivoli Theater. It was originally constructed in the late 1800s but was later damaged in the fire of 1888 and rebuilt in 1900. The fire caused roughly $250,000 worth of damage and speculation on the integrity of the building's original structure. Since its revitalization, it has housed several businesses such as Hub Furniture Company, Haverty's Furniture Company, Planter's Peanut Shop, and more. Today, it sits abandoned, waiting to be revitalized. Original features still remain from the rebuild of 1900. The hardwood floors are still intact in some areas, as well as the original tall arched windows and their detailed framing. The basement still boasts the original brick arches that support the building and are thought to be part of Chattanooga Underground, which is part of the Underground City. With the aquarium, beautiful hiking trails, revitalized Southside neighborhood, and other features attracting more and more people from all over the country, downtown Chattanooga is in high demand from young professionals and other community members. There are new restaurants, loft apartments, and other attractions popping up all over the city in order to accommodate the needs of the demand. However, the 600 block of Market Street is surrounded by businesses with only a quick dining restaurant at the far end. There are few apartments in this area and hardly any fine dining options on this side of downtown. So for my design of 621 Market Street, I set out to meet those needs. A survey was conducted with 60 people answering questions on the type of dining experience they preferred, and it was abundantly clear that a more sophisticated restaurant with a rustic tavern atmosphere was what the people of Chattanooga wanted most. I took inspiration from the history of the building, specifically the early 1900s when it was reconstructed, to design the Whiskey Room restaurant on the first floor at the Broad Street entrance. The original wood floors were kept and restored as much as possible to reflect the character of that era. The custom bar is detailed with intricate antique corbels and moldings, while textures throughout refine the look with modern touches. The secret bath, speakeasy, and lounge in the basement can be accessed through the restaurant and reflects a time during Prohibition, when alcohol was secretly procured in residential bathtubs and sold illegally. The antique clawfoot bathtub is used as a social media attraction for guests, as well as a nod to the history of bathtub whiskey during the 1920s. Market on Market Gourmet Deli on the Market Street entrance is meant to continue the old world concept while providing sophisticated quick eats and high-end charcuterie, cheese, baked goods, and wine. This is an ideal lunch stop for businesses surrounding the block. Residential Airbnb units are located on the 2nd through 4th floors. Airbnb is an innovative way to travel and yet stay local. It allows guests the experience of living in the city they are visiting without the commitment. Airbnb units are designed like trendy apartments and can be rented anywhere from one night to months at a time. This flexible way of living is becoming more and more popular for business trips and temporary living. Each floor is inspired by a neighborhood distinct to Chattanooga. The south side floor is reflected in a mix of wood and metal textures and industrial dark color palettes. The North Shore floor is a creative space with bold colors and patterns, and the Signal Mountain floor boasts traditional, sophisticated details from moldings to marble finishes. Every inch of the building has been utilized, including the roof, which is now a must-see rooftop bar with views of the mountains and the Chattanooga skyline. The Dietzen Building brings new life to Market Street while honoring the history of the building and merging it with the features that make up present-day Chattanooga.